Good evening, cool cats. How are you tonight? Hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. We ended up just kind of being mellow and making spaghetti and playing some video games tonight because we didn't want to deal too much with the crowds today. So there's quite a few things and bits going on. Today, the Eagles parade, their celebration parade in regards to the Eagles victory, there was a couple shootings. It all started over an argument about people taking cuts in a porta potty. Is that really worth it? Pulling out a gun over having to use the bathroom? Maybe go buy a drink somewhere and go ask if you can use their bathroom, or utilize a business down there. You know, I'm sure with all those crowds down there, the businesses could have actually used a little bit of attention. You got to remember last year, too, we had drama, though, with the Chiefs parade. There was 23 people injured and 1 person killed. So 2 years in a row with violence at victory Super Bowl parades. That really needs to stop. Then you have the incident in California where you had a firefighter. He was taken out by a flash flood in the Malibu area where a flash flood came through, broke through some concrete barriers, sent him out into the ocean. And luckily the firefighter was able to get out of the vehicle. And we still got to be concerned for that area because there's still a lot of rain to come. And there's a lot of debris that is actually making it to the ocean. You're seeing it wash upon the shores now. So you have to ask yourself, how is that affecting the ecosystem? I don't know about some of you, but I like to watch doctors on YouTube. They have some really great, insightful advice. One doctor I've been watching for a while, his name is Dr. Sunil Dand. And the last name is spelled D-H-A-N-D if any of you want to follow him. And he was talking about how in Montana would be proposing a bill to ban mRNA technology, meaning that they're not going to be doing vaccines that include mRNA technology. Maybe that might change when there's more research, but basically that just passed through the House committee. So we'll see where that bill goes. And in relation to that, there was a mandate passed today by Donald Trump that schools that are going to be continuing to hold COVID-19 mandates in schools, whether it be colleges, elementary schools, high schools, mid schools, that there's not going to be any funding for these schools if they continue to do so. Then we got our transportation issues still. A plane carrying Marco Rubio, he was supposed to be flying out Thursday evening to Germany to meet with our vice president as well as Zelensky. His plane had to be turned around. That's kind of concerning. So he had to fly all the way back to Andrews Base in Washington and had to take another flight. What's going on with that? Like, why do we have such a lack in quality of our transportation? Is it because maybe we laid off so many people a couple years ago? What's going on with that? Not only that, we also had an incident where we had a Navy aircraft carrier where we had 2 people that actually had to eject themselves from an airplane right outside Point Loma, San Diego. I guess apparently there was 2 pilots that they got rescued by some bystanders in a fishing boat, luckily. And so luckily they got their lives spared in that incident. And then also in Egypt, we also had another collision where you had a naval aircraft carrier collided with the USS Harry Truman, which was a merchant vessel. So that's out near the Mediterranean Sea in Egypt. Luckily, there was no injuries or no flooding upon the plane. The plane seems to be doing okay. And we have a bunch of banks closing across the country. I don't know if it's because people are preferring to do their banking digitally through Cash App and such other entities. So we'll see what's going on with that. But for right now, I hope everyone has a great weekend and a happy Valentine's, and talk to you later. That's a wrap.